Hey there, folks. Sorry about that. My phone died, and yeah, here. Wait, let me write in the chat 1 second. Hey, Palm Nation. Good to see you here. James Tropical. Sorry about that. My phone died, so it's plugged in now. Uh, yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. I was not expecting that. I was really confused for a second, but yeah, my palm died, and that is that's that's not my palm died. No, my phone died, and sorry about that. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Hey, Jacob, good to see you. Hello again. Yeah, other stream. My phone died. That's what happened. Wow. Is it real? Is it really? It started like misting, and now it's stopped. It's not raining here at all. Wow, you guys get some crazy weather, Palm Nation. Wait, no. My phone died. Yeah, I did not mean to say that. My palms are alive and well. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, yeah, good to see you guys in here. So, some people I think are still in my other stream, and yeah. Sorry, just reading through the other comments. So, okay, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was just reading my other through the other stream of mine. It still says live. That's weird. Anyways, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot to charge my phone ahead of time. That was not good. Thunderstorm season. Yes, you guys, it seems like it's thunderstorm season year round for you guys. Most of the thunderstorms we get happen in winter. Interesting. I didn't know that. We get a lot of rain in winter here, not as much thunderstorms. Video is playing a loop. Really? Oh. You know what? Is it still doing that? Actually, yeah, it is still doing that. Huh. I gotta end it somehow. That is really weird. Well, I hope it's is it still, because when I just went into YouTube on my computer, and it was still doing that, but that is really weird. Yeah, I need to fix that. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when your phone dies. Anyways, yeah, you guys can. I'll show you guys some of my stuff here. I've got a lot of this is just junk, but a lot of it's not. This is an old stamp album from my great uncle, and you can see these are actually, that's my stamp album. And then you have those old stamps, and then he has like stamps from every country in the world, which is super cool. Got my guitar here. This is I work at the volunteer at the National Capital Trolley Museum, so I love trolleys. And this is a DC model, PCC streetcar, Cabin John. You can see it says on the front, Cabin John. That's right near. That's like a mile away from us. So this used to run right near us. And then that's an LA streetcar, that second one. Those ran in the later years in LA. Got a Titanic model. Got a bunch of other toy stuff. This is my insect collection. I used to be really into insects for some reason. I've sort of lost that interest, but you can see that's an Eastern Hercules beetle there, and lots of other stuff. That one actually I found right at the park down the street, that giant Eastern Hercules beetle. And then I've got, this is my, you can actually see the, sorry, I have to keep my phone plugged in. I have it plugged in my computer actually, but you can see, let me try to. I don't know if you see those two white things, but those are seedlings. This is Washingtonia foliifera from that oasis in California. So that's pure foliifera seed. This is my Sable Brazoria. Should be germinating relatively soon. Although sables are slower germinators. This thing I still haven't watered. I watered it last weekend. How often do you guys think I should water this? I'm thinking once a week. I watered it last Sunday, I think, so it's due for a watering. I'm going to water it right now. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how it does. But coconut looks great. Someone asked for an update on it. So there's 2 streams. Oh no, that is really weird. The other one like still hasn't ended. Okay, I'm gonna need to end that somehow. Well, once I end this stream, I'll take care of that. Yeah, when I went on YouTube after my other stream cut out, it still said it was streaming, which is really weird. Yeah, this is my world map here. That thing fell off my wall, so I just have it there. That's really weird. I am Batman. Great to have you in here. Yeah, that's weird. 2 streams. Other video says it's still out. Yeah, I know. That's really weird. I need to fix that. Christmas tornado outbreak of 2015 was bad. We got like 5 EF4. Wow. Jeez. That's awful. We very rarely, you know what, I actually shouldn't say very rarely. We pretty rarely get tornadoes here, although it's definitely not unheard of. We get them sometimes. Yeah, it's been a little while since we've had a tornado. I know like last year there was like a couple of them in Northern Virginia, which is near here. But yeah, not too common, I guess. Here, this is a fossil that I have from New York, actually. This is a Trilobite fossil. These are like the first first arthropods of all the Trilobites. And then I have like a megalodon tooth, which is in a drawer there. And I should keep this plugged in. This is a Titanic model. I got this when I was like really young, like when I was like maybe 7 or something. I used to love the Titanic. I don't know why. I feel like a lot of kids fascinated with it. Maybe it's just me, but fascinated with the Titanic. These are some pictures I took. Those ones are in Italy. And that one there is in Italy. That top one is in Utah. And the bottom one is actually in Smith Island, which is in Maryland, in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay. This is a picture that my aunt and uncle got me. Super cool. Snake and frog. That is a map of all the National Park Service units in the United States. It's a bit outdated, but it's an old map. It's from like 2013, I think. That's an old Beach Boys record, which for some reason, because I don't have a record player, I hung it on my wall. Those are all my cool palm postcards. The bottom row, I hope you guys can see it all right. That's the Sarah palm, which was planted, supposedly the first palm planted in California by European settlers. Obviously, there were palms there beforehand. Planted in 1769 by Junipero Serra and his mission. But he was like the one who established the first mission in California. And it planted in San Diego, died in 1957. Those are some old postcards of it. Second row, that's the oldest Washingtonia robusta in LA. Still, most of them are still there, and they're about 130 feet right now, so pretty impressive. And then the top row is the oldest palm in LA at its old location in front of the Arcade Depot. And it's not only still there, but if you go on my channel and search up oldest palm in Los Angeles, I actually have a video of it. I actually saw that very palm, which is pretty crazy. Those are some old Park Service posters. That's Union Pacific Railroad, Bryce Canyon National Park. I've been there twice, actually. It's a pretty amazing place. And then Yellowstone, I've never been there, but some old Park Service posters. I've got this I have this old 1930s Yellowstone guide. That's a map that was inside. I don't know why. I framed it. I used to be really into like not used to be. I love national parks, but I used to buy like a lot of national park memorabilia and stuff. As you can see, those are the stickers from Joe, Aloha A, Canada's Hawaiian Island, Salt Spring Island. And yeah, that's Southern California Hardiness Zone map. I don't know why I just printed that out, put it there. Some old Fish and Wildlife Service. That's like National Wildlife Refuge things. Got the flag there. U.S. map there, and my guitar. That's my guitar case. And then I got a bookshelf there. That's kind of hard to see. Yeah, I got books with all sorts of stuff. A lot of old books from when I was a kid. Guinness World Records, Harry Potter, stuff like that. And also other history, palm-related stuff. What else? I got my lady palm out. I gotta get that thing in a pot soon. But yeah, other than that, not much to report on here. Coconut is doing really well. I'm gonna go water it. You know what? Let me ask you guys something. How high? I can unplug it for a second. How high do you guys think I should have this soil filled here? Because I definitely filled it too low, and I was actually gonna go fill it higher. But how high would you guys say? Would you guys say to like where this the rings start to like about there, to that ridge? Would you say to the ridge? Would you say higher, lower? Because I think the soil is definitely a little low, and even though the roots are not very extensive right now, I want to give it as much soil as possible. So yeah, what are you guys thinking? But yeah, otherwise the trunk's very beautiful. You got that cool hash design. I just love that. Sorry, I've not been reading your guys' comments at all. I need to read through them. Yeah, I hope that other stream ends at some point. That's my fault for doing it. My advice would be to grab the Picture This app, snap a picture of a plant, and it crowdsources info. Wow, I've never heard of that. That is so cool. Ordered some needle palm seeds from the States to try here in England, some Brazoria too. You know what? All those will do really, really well in England. That's really awesome. Good luck with that. And yeah, they're really rare there. I've never heard of a Brazoria in England. I've heard of very few needle palms in England, if any. There definitely are some, but I don't think I've ever heard of them. Maybe at like Royal Botanic Gardens, Kew, but totally try them. That is so great, and they do really well there. Does this map have Shiloh National? I've never heard of Shiloh National Park. Is that new? Shiloh National Park? Gotta look that up. What is that? I've never heard of that. I don't know precisely why, but when I was younger, I was also fascinated by it. Yeah, I don't know why either. I guess I've always liked sort of ships, planes, just sort of transportation. Maybe it goes along with my streetcar interest. I just like transportation vehicles, but I don't really know particularly why. But yeah, it's interesting. I think I'm going to try to move to... Wow. Fort Stockton. I'm going to go look that up right now. I have no idea where that is. Oh yeah, Shiloh National Military Park in Tennessee. Yeah, it's definitely on the map. I'll go find it right now. Yeah, there. Sorry. Yeah, it says Shiloh NMP, which is National Military Park. There you go. That must be that's like near where you are, right? That is super cool. I got this Boeing. I actually went to the Boeing factory in Seattle when I was younger. I got this really cool Boeing model. That's like one of the first jet planes from the 50s. Got a tour there. Got a bunch of hats. Yeah, what else? I've got some palm pictures here. This is here. These are all my palm associates. Pungo Palms card. I got some cards from Joe there. Pacific Island history books here, and then this is my palm and plant book collection. I've got everything here. All sorts of stuff. Eucalyptus. These are my California books. Palms of Cuba. Essential Guide to Palms. Palms of El Dorado, which is like the Amazon. Palms of Southwest Pacific, palms of Madagascar, palms and cycads of Thailand, palms of New Caledonia. There's other ones here. Palms of Florida somewhere there. Got the palms journals there. All sorts of palm stuff there. But these are this is what's it called? Palmyra Atoll, which is actually a U.S. territory. It's an uninhabited U.S. territory. It was formerly part of the Kingdom of Hawaii, but it was separated when Hawaii became part of the U.S. into its own territory. It's about 1,000 miles south of Hawaii, and it's a U.S. National Wildlife Refuge, so it's federally protected and very hard to access. Just a beautiful place, and I don't know why I printed that out. My mom has this like little mini printer. And then this was like the best photo I could find. These are the trackies in Sitka, Alaska, when they were there before they died. And they were there for a while. You can see they got pretty big. They got bigger than that, actually. And sadly, they passed away. But they were there for like 14 years. And I mean, people were like, stop torturing trackies. They really got to try another one there. I mean, you know, I hate to say this, but they don't have the same feelings as humans. So, you know, I definitely go ahead and give trackies another try there. I think that I would love to see that personally. All right. Sorry, I need to look up that Fort Stockton, Texas. That's really cool, though. I didn't know you were interested in moving to Texas. That's really cool. Texas has some amazing places. Fort Stockton. Let me look this up. All right, here we go. Fort Stockton. Oh, wow. Wow. That's like, so, let's see, that's like north of Big Bend National Park. Wow, that's like right in the middle of the like West Texas. That's really cool. And I know there's some palms. I've seen pictures of some washies in and maybe some sables in Odessa and Midland, Texas. So yeah, the that is so cool. That's definitely, you definitely got some palms you'd be able to grow there. That is super cool. Palm Nation. That's really awesome. I had no idea. Yo, wow, lots of Flipper and Robusta. Are there still a lot after the freeze? I don't actually know how hard the freeze hit West Texas. I wonder. I bet there's still a lot, though. That's really cool. Oh, my coconut's leaning because actually someone advised me to do that, and I've seen a lot of them planned it like that. I purposely put it like that because I originally had it planted sort of straight up like that, but people advised me like that so that it could get that curve look. And you can actually tell it was sort of already planted sideways because the trunk was already starting to curve. So, you know, once it's older, it'll have that super cool classic coconut lean to it. Whereas if I just grew it straight up, it would just look like a straight trunk. So that's why it's curved like that. No, I put it like that on purpose. That's really cool about Fort Stockton. I had no idea. Shiloh National Park in Hardin County, Texas. It's a major Civil War battlefield. Wow, that is so cool. Civil War history is very interesting, and I would love to visit that. That's Hebrew Torah. That's I got it like when I was originally studying for a bar mitzvah, but I never actually went through with it. I don't go to service very often, but yeah, it's a Hebrew Torah. Do you have red palms won't grow here and any other? No, I actually don't have that, but Joe told me about that, and I definitely need to get that book because it definitely applies for our climate. Because like I said, almost everyone I've spoken to who I've talked to about palms who's not like a palm expert will almost always say either, oh wait, they can grow here, or can they really grow here, or they will not grow here. And people just like definitively say there's no way palms can grow here. And it's like, really? Do you know that? Because they definitely will. Trachys can definitely grow and catch it. Oh yeah. Ketchikan's even south of Sitka. Trachys could grow fine. People should try sables there. People are like, oh, sables need the summer heat. Yeah, they like the summer heat, but I think even without the summer heat, and it does get hot in Ketchikan, they could do really well. I think that, I mean, Ketchikan, they need to plant some palms. Again, it's all about supply. There's not supply on these Alaskan islands, so you don't have a lot of palms there. But if there were like a big city there, I'm sure you'd have lots of palms. Yeah, hey, Palm Tree Dude, sorry about that. I hope it's not still doing the glitch where it said my other thing was still streaming, but my phone died. Oh yeah, I think it's finally stopped. Thank God. My other stream cut out because my phone died and I didn't have a charge, unfortunately. But yeah, I thank you for joining in, and I really appreciate that. You're back. Fort Stockton is immune to polar vortexes. It had a zone 9. Wow, that's crazy. I guess it has to do with like the arid climate, because that's really out in West Texas. That's so cool. My idea. Awesome, Georgia. Yes, it was the Georgia Gardner. It was your idea, actually. And it's funny because actually when I first put it in there, I actually mentioned in the video, I'm like, I decided to give it a little bit of a lean. And when I first put it in there, it had like a little bit of a lean. It was kind of like that. And I was like, you know what? I wanted to sort of make it so the coconut was flat. And I was like, is this really enough of a lean? And I wasn't really sure. And Georgia Gardner, he did definitely say that. And that was a great suggestion. And I really appreciate that. And I can't wait. I just love that classic. Like the Newport Beach coconut, you could tell was planted just like this because it had that classic lean out like that. And much appreciated, Georgia Gardner. And guys, if you guys haven't checked out Georgia Gardner or Palm Nation, their YouTube channels, they're really great. And Georgia Gardner, he's been posting a lot of great videos recently, and he's got some amazing palms in the Atlanta area. I have a Yiddish Torah. Oh, are you Jewish? Somewhere in my grandparents' attic, they put out the menorah for Christmas, but they're Christian. Huh, interesting. Yeah. I was raised Jewish, so I just got that Torah as a gift. I'm not really practicing, but I'm not I don't go to service very often, but yeah, that's a Hebrew Torah. I don't see any glitch. Oh, no. Yeah, the glitch was that after my phone cut out on the other stream, apparently it said it was still live. So, like, people would click on my live stream after the stream died, and it would just be playing on repeat, saying it was still live. But that thankfully ended. That was on the other stream. This one's working just fine. And I'm in my house, so the internet's just fantastic. Half Ashkenazi. Awesome. Awesome, Palm Nation. That's super cool. I didn't know that. You should try a Coco Demure. Yes. I should, yes. Let me look on YouTube for a second. Let's see this. When I was on the stream before, I kept yeah, that's what was happening. It was repeating because my phone died, so the stream like cut out, but it still said it was live, so it kept repeating. Yep. I saw a new flower spade on my Sable Miner today. It was supposed to be out at 3, but it's taking forever. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That is so cool. Sorry, I was just reading about this. There is a coconut apparently called the Coco de Mer, which is from here. From the Seychelles, and this is the largest. Does it say that somewhere? I think there's the largest fruit of any palm in. Yeah, there's one at the. I have a picture of. There's a seed of it at the. What's it called? Wow, look at that. There's a picture of it at the. There's an actual nut from one of them at the Smithsonian Castle where the trachea is. So it's kind of fitting. They have a palm seed inside, largest fruit in the plant kingdom, and then they have the palm. They have the palm outside the giant trachea. Sorry, there we go. That's awesome, Georgia Gardner. My family is in the Czech Republic. Family is Jewish until World War II. Wow, interesting. I never knew that. Yeah, my dad's family is like mixed. He was raised Christian, but he has like Jewish ancestry. So I feel like it's true for a lot of people. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. Fascinating. I saw a whole bunch of cacti in the country to the west of mine yesterday. Wow. That's so cool. Were they wild or were they just at someone's yard? Wow. Oh, not Eastern prickly pear. So I guess they were in someone's yard. I'm considering moving to Juneau. Wow. That is so cool. Yeah, I've always wondered with Juneau because it's definitely a bit colder than Sitka. But I bet you could get away with like Sable Miner or Needle Palm. And Trachea would be a bit of a push. I would love that. That is so cool. Oh, yeah. No, I don't even know if you'd be torturing the Sable Miner there because I don't know. I think they could make it there. I bet it's sort of similar to Salt Lake City. Maybe I'm wrong, but it'd be cool to try. You know, Alaska gets a Zone 8B. People would never guess this who don't know about palms or climate zones, but the state with the most variation, the largest number of climate zones, is actually Alaska, from 1A in the north to, and it's not actually on the coast. The coast of Alaska, it's amazing how coasts moderate stuff. Even though the coast of Alaska, the north coast, is like hell year-round in terms of the temperature. It's actually the inland areas with the higher elevation that get to 1A. I think the coast is like 1B or maybe even 2A. And then it gets to Zone 8B in like Ketchikan. So yeah, that's awesome. Definitely. If you go to Juneau, I want to see some palms there. Yeah, definitely. What is the room temperature for your cocoa? Oh, no. That's absolutely right. Sorry. No. Yeah, my cousins live in Quebec. And no, your English is great. And the room temperature here, it's actually a bit on the colder side, maybe for a coconut. It's probably like 69, 70. It's probably around 70, so it's not bad, but yeah, I actually don't know what the exact temperature is here. I can go in the hallway and check. Next year long. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, try Washingtonia. I want to see that because I've seen pictures of some big ones in Atlanta, and I was actually surprised because Definitely try a cactus. There's native cacti near you. Definitely, Georgia Gardner. I want to start to grow more palms. Definitely, me too. You have a lot of palms. I got to do some more planting here with some more. I would love to try like Sereno repens, Nanoropes richiana, maybe some other sables, like Birmingham, Brazoria, stuff like that. Began to germinate my sable minor seeds today, and I just picked the seed. That's awesome. Wow. You're not saying they began. You're saying, are you saying you put them in the baggie or something? Because if they actually began to germinate after you picked them, that would be a record-setting germination. That would be pretty crazy. Cacti were by a little farmer's market. Wow. That's so cool. Maybe they're wild. Who knows? That's really cool. But I guess, I mean, the only species of cactus native to Virginia, I believe, is a Puncha humifusa, with possible exception in like Virginia Beach, where you have like the southeastern prickly pear. There's other prickly pears, but in where you are, I think definitely a Puncha humifusa is the only species. Are they? Could there be some like weird variety of Puncha humifusa, or maybe they were planted in some other species? When I was in fourth or fifth grade, we were learning about the Holocaust, and someone in the class asked the teacher, "What did Jews look like?" And she basically described me. Wow, that's crazy. That's yeah, that wouldn't be tolerated these days. Certainly not, and for good reason. Yeah, yeah. I've never heard anyone ask that in class, but that's pretty crazy. Sables look really cool, and a fully grown sable palmetto, or like a trunking sable, or a trunking sable minor, beautiful. I love sables. So great. I'm sorry to hear that, Palm Nation. That's pretty weird. That's people get those kind of stereotypes a lot, and thankfully that's kind of stuff's going away. But that's not good. Sables are awesome. I am Batman. How do you think palms would handle the 20-hour? Yeah, that's, you know what? That's actually, I never thought about that. I don't know. I mean, Juneau's southern Alaska. I guess it's not, like, generally speaking, that far north of like coastal British Columbia. I mean, it is, but yeah, maybe the night would be a bit shorter in Juneau, but I don't know. That's a really good question. I bet it could do fine. I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. Maybe in winter it would certainly. Although, yeah, I guess winter is when the nights are short. So that's a good question. That might make it rough. I didn't think about that. I mean, Tracky's made it fine in Sitka, and that's not that far from Juneau. So I don't think it's the night that would so much affect them in terms of like the light out. I think it's more the temperature. They were definitely planted, not the native species. They had big flat pads. Oh, wow. Silver. I've never heard of a silver prickly pear. I've never seen one, I don't think. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, Connecticut's like, I think Massachusetts is the limit of where Puncha humifusa is native to, and then Connecticut's like reaching that limit. That is so cool. I have got to visit some palm nurseries when I'm down south. Oh yeah, me too. My family, we're talking about maybe doing a trip, maybe back to Columbia or maybe South Carolina at some point. And if I go down there, I'm doing like a whole week of nursery research ahead of time, and I'm finding a nursery with a big trachea or something, and I'm hauling that thing back up, I swear, if I don't find one ahead of time. Anyways, yeah, great to have you in here, Trevor. So yeah, about your palms that you planted, are those like, where did you plant? Did you plant them like on the campus of the university, or did you plant them like in public spots? Because I remember you saying, you said you planted some like around town, right? Because that is super cool. Yeah, Trevor lives in the DC area, just like me. The average highs in coastal Alaska are too low for sables. Ah, interesting. I've heard that before. Yeah, that's interesting. It'd be interesting to see someone try them. They do definitely love that heat, and that's why in the Southwest, places like Albuquerque, sables struggle more than here. But yeah, interesting. Well, I would, I think that Alaska is an interesting frontier of palm growing that is yet to be explored. Like, British Columbia has already been, people have, started in like the 60s, really growing palms and pushing the boundaries there. And they turned out to do so well there. I think Alaska is the next frontier of palm growing, in my opinion, in North America. Just like talking about on the edges, and maybe like somewhere like, I don't know, the plains or something like Wichita, Kansas, something like that, where there are already some palms. I think I figured it out. There must be a Puncha cross occidentalis, western. Oh, Wow. I'm gonna look that up right now. Oh yeah. These do look kind of silvery. Interesting. Wow, yeah, they definitely have like a tinge to them. I see what you're saying. Wow. When I was in Southern California, I swear I saw this hillside that was totally, I mean, it was coastal prickly pear, Puncha littoralis, which is like a low growing prickly pear. And it was totally insane. It was like the entire hillside was filled with like as dense as grass, just all these Apuntia, these coastal prickly pear growing, and they were low to the ground. It was so crazy. I want to see what Antarctica looked like when it was tropical. Imagine the weirdness in tropical climate. Yeah, I know. I would love to see what Antarctica looked like that. I think you're right, palm tree dude. That's very interesting. I mean, I don't actually know what they look like, but that's a good research. That's very interesting. Yes, the final frontier of palms, definitely. Although there are other frontiers to be explored, like Iceland. I love to see some palms tried in Iceland. Traki. I saw one in Reykjavik once, a picture of one. I've never been there, but yeah, there's definitely yes, the final frontier. They need protection. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, me too. Yeah, palm tree dude. I have not been able to find a cholla, but I've seen some big ones in DC. I really need to get one. There are some, wow, 15 foot tall. Jeez. There's some big ones here, but they probably top out at about like 4 or 5 feet. Uh, Biggest that I've ever seen. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Temperature is only 67. Wow. Yeah, you know what? Mine, it might be like 67 right now here, actually, now that I think about it. Dave, is that really? There were trackies that you saw? I wonder what zone that is, because Iceland is a pretty diverse place in terms of the zones. I'm gonna check the temperature. All right, there you go, 67. So it is actually 67, although it's a bit colder in there because there's not as much insulation. Yeah, that's very interesting. About Reykjavik, I had no idea that, like, I saw a picture once from like a palm grower, but I had no idea you actually, that is so cool. Yeah, I guess it is like 67 here. It's probably like 68 in my room, but yep. Oh no, not the campus, or I just planted on my property, but I'm not adverse on. I see. I am not adverse to spraying sable. I am also strongly considering planting. Ah, okay, I see. Got it. I was confused for a second. I thought you planted like at the university. Yeah. I love spreading sable around, like throwing the seeds in the woods and stuff. Really cool. These things are like trees. They have very woody trunks. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, when I was in Southern California, I saw some big ones that were like I think it was like cholla prickly pear. Cholla prickly pear. No, not cholla. I don't know what I'm saying. Cholla prickly pear. Chaparral prickly pear. I was really confused for a second. Chaparral prickly pear it is. Is it chaparral? Yeah, that's like the one that literally had a huge woody trunk. Coastal. Yeah, I guess it was the what's it called? Yeah, I guess it was the chaparral prickly pear. That's crazy, pollination. My haul was at 67 too. A little too cold for me. It's normally at 72. Okay, yeah. We change our temperature sometimes. But yeah, 67 is a bit cold. I should probably turn it up. And my room is probably a bit warmer. And it warms up at night, I think. Apparently 7. Wow. 7 trackies? Jeez. Yeah, I would freak out if I was in Reykjavik and I found first of all, I can't believe you've been to Iceland. That's pretty amazing. But second of all, yeah, I would literally freak out if I found a trackie there. Oh, yeah. I would love to see that, Dave. Yeah. That is so cool. Yeah, let me know if you find that picture because I would totally love to see that. Have you ever looked at iNaturalist on PC? Huh? No. I just do it on my I never do it on my phone. You know, everything I do, I use my phone for uploading videos, taking videos, obviously with my camera, and live streaming, and that's about it pretty much. I use any research I do, any iNaturalist, looking at palm stuff, Facebook, all on my computer, all on here. But yeah, it's yeah, I don't really use my phone as much. I guess this computer's bigger screen, it's easier to manage. But yeah, I look at it on my computer. Yeah, iNaturalist is amazing. I actually haven't been on there in a while, but great site. Yeah. Let's hope. Oh, Palm Nation. Don't even say it. Yeah, that's oh man, that would be awful. Imagine all the false reporting. I can only imagine. You just see like a random mass of reports from northern Ohio of palms, and you'd be like, what? What is this? Yeah, that's and he was like saying like a majesty palm. I mean, like, you know, if you're gonna fake it, like make it at least make it believable, like a trachea or a sable minor or needle palm, like a majesty palm growing, even if it was like a zone 8A microclimate, a majesty palm would never make it in zone 8A. Like, yeah, it's let's just hope and pray because there are some false reports on there, like and obviously lots of misidentified stuff, but it would get a lot worse if he discovered it. Letting sable minor seeds appear seems like we are participating in some pseudo de-extinction endeavor. Graded the exact. Yes, exactly. Pseudo. It is a pseudo de-extinction endeavor. Yes, exactly. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm not, you know, it's not like I'm going to the Grand Canyon and throwing palm seeds around. I wouldn't do that. I know there actually are naturalized date palms in some of the side canyons of the Grand Canyon. I would never go to a national park or a federally protected area like that and throw palm seeds around. It's just, you know, I mean, I'd get in a lot of trouble, first of all. But yeah, I mean, just in the woods around here, my local park, it's like infested with weeds. As you could see, I don't know if you guys saw my other live stream, I was actually at my park, you know, scrounging around for the seedlings. I don't know if you could see, but like there was like English ivy coating the floor. Half the trees there are invasive. You got kudzu everywhere. The list goes on and on. So, and these aren't invasive species; they're former native species. These are not English ivy, which is from a different continent. It's, you know, these are native. These are like species native to very similar ecosystems, especially in like North Georgia and stuff. So, yeah. I mean, I'm all in favor of it. Obviously, I love trying to reestablish it. Feel too bad about false reporting on a naturalist. Yeah, me too. Oh yeah. It's really unfortunate, and I'm talking about. I haven't really seen any false reporting that looked like it was false. I mean, I've seen like, you know, just misidentifications and stuff. People misidentifying it. The thing, if you go into a naturalist, look at the U.S. and type in palms, just palms, family Aricaceae, it's amazing. Like there's like palm reports from all over West Virginia and Ohio and Minnesota and all those states, and it's like all potted palms. It's like, what? How did they allow this? It's like, if you go really away from like where palms are actually found, it's like all of them are potted palms. Like you'll find a picture of like a potted majesty palm from West Virginia or from Connecticut or something, or from Maryland even, and it's like, what? Why are you like why are there so many pictures of potted palms? I don't really get it. Hardin County. Where is Hardin? Oh, is that where you are, Hardin County? 10 feet. Jeez. That's crazy. Where's Hardin County, actually? Look that up. Hardin Co. Oh, that's the one in Texas. Wait. I must be looking at the wrong Hardin County. There's Hardin County, Tennessee. Oh, yeah. Are you in Hardin County, Tennessee? Because there's Hardin County, Tennessee, Hardin County, Texas, Hardin County, Kentucky. I don't know. Oh, I got to plug this back in. Okay, yeah, 20% battery. All right. Deciduous trees aren't native to my area, but restoration era to move in. The only native trees here are really. That's so sad. I hate hearing about like evergreens being replaced by deciduous trees. I just can't stand a lot of these deciduous trees around here, like elm and all those. I really don't like them. Deciduous oaks, some of them are all right. Sycamores, I like sycamores, but because they have that beautiful bark, but I just can't stand some of those. That's really unfortunate to hear. Yeah, the logging, unfortunately, especially in Maryland and the Northeast, really decimated any native evergreen, specifically conifers. Like Maryland's very devoid of pines. Most of the state, aside from the eastern shore and the very western end of the state, very, very, very few conifers, which really didn't used to be the case, at least less so. Hemlocks have been logged, all sorts of stuff. It's really unfortunate. And then there's all the pine beetle and all the diseases, hemlock woolly adelgid, stuff like that. If someone thinks miners are going to be invasive, yeah, you could end an entire population by ripping. Exactly. Yeah, their growth rate, and especially at such a northern latitude, it will be so slow. They help the roots, especially, if I get a few of them, will help keep the soil in place and at least slow the process of soil erosion, which is ever prevalent and increasing in the DC area. They're native to incredibly similar ecosystem with all the same trees in like northern Georgia up in the Atlanta area. They're native to very similar deciduous forests. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they're not going to become invasive. Hardin County. Okay, got it. Wait. Where are the 10-foot sable miner? That's crazy. That's like the biggest I ever heard of. Like not in the wild. No deciduous trees are native to Hardin. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe no deciduous trees. Like no oak species, white oak. I don't know, American sycamore, stuff like that. None of them are. Yeah, most of Mississippi and Alabama are pine dominated. So interesting. NZ has no native deciduous. Wow. No native. I'd kill for a place with no native deciduous trees. That's really unfortunate. And you know what? LA recently, when they're starting to replace the palms with like all these other trees, all these city parks that they're designing now, they have like the most ugly deciduous trees, like really hideous, like DC type deciduous trees. Really, really hideous. It's really unfortunate, actually. But they still plant a lot of the businesses still plant palms and stuff, so it's not totally bad. Wow, destroyed native pine populations. That's terrible. I love like loblolly pines and stuff like that. That is annoying. I try so hard to grow broadleaf evergreens here, but wow. In New Zealand, got it. Pines are not only native trees to Hardin. I see, yeah, but wild south. Interesting. What else is native, I guess? Yeah, willow and white oak, definitely. Cherry blossoms are obviously not. Oh, you're talking about native species, I guess. Like cherry blossoms are what we're most famous for, but yeah. Oh yeah, there's some conifers along the parkway. There's a lot of planted conifers, but as far as in the wild, they're very few and far between. Hey Z, great to have you in here. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I would never plant a deciduous tree in Southern California. I would never plant one here, much less in Southern California. Yeah, live oaks. I love live oaks. And southern live oak. Tons of loblolly pines around my house. That's so cool. Yeah, you know what? I was driving yesterday and I saw some in the woods here. They're native just about into the edge of the DC area. Some reports say they're native to Montgomery County. Some reports say they're not. But it's amazing. If you go east, just like 45 minutes, you can actually find some pretty good pine stands. And then you go west, you find like no conifers. And then you go further west, you'll start to find like hemlock groves, which unfortunately are being absolutely destroyed by the hemlock woolly adelgid. And then you'll find some pines at the higher elevation sometimes. But wow, that's really cool. Replace those big shade. Yeah, I remember when I was driving to Richmond, a lot of the forests, I don't know if they were like just unlogged or what, but they were like pine. It was like I was in like South Carolina or like Florida or something with like North Florida with like the pine. It was like just like a pine barrens everywhere. Like a savanna. They replaced those big shade trees in Santa Monica with little skimpy trees, but wasn't allowed. But wasn't the choice of planting normal trees to... Yeah, exactly. I know. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of the deciduous trees they plant, it's like they want shade, really? Well, a quarter of the year or more, you're not going to have shade because the, the trees lose their leaves. Yeah, more than a quarter of the year. Like, you want to plant a sycamore over a palm? Plant a Canary Island date palm. That gives you a lot of shade, and it actually is evergreen. Unlike sycamore. They just don't understand trees, these people. It's a little frustrating. I bet you sometime LA will come around and start planting palms again. I think, I don't know what it was, like the plan, you know how everyone says palms are not being replaced in LA. There was like a city plan that they released that says that. I don't know how long the city plan was. I don't know if it's like a 10-year city plan or if it's a 20-year. But at some point, deciduous trees that are planted, deciduous trees that are being planted today will die out, probably in the next 50 or at least 100 years, at the most 100 years. And hopefully they'll start planting palms again. I don't know. And also LA is starting to plant, like a lot of places people are planting like new palm species, like king palms and stuff that weren't as common in the, last century, which is cool. Very cool, actually. My brother actually dug up a loblolly pine years ago from an empty lot and planted it in our yard. Wow, that is so cool. I love them. Have a live oak here in Connecticut that's been growing since 2014. Wow, are you kidding me? In the ground? It's still alive? Jeez. That's really crazy. I saw a tiny grove of loblolly pines in Blacksburg. I have some pictures of them. Where is Blacksburg? Let me look this up. That is so crazy. I can't believe that there's actually a loblolly pine growing in Blacksburg. That's like up in the mountains, right? I heard that there were like some trackies in Charlottesville once. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, wow, yeah, it's like near Roanoke. So I don't know how loblolly pines got there because I don't believe they're native anywhere near there. That is crazy. All right. So you're saying they're... That's crazy. That's really crazy, palm tree dude. Maybe they were planted or something. Yeah, it's died back to the root in a hard freeze. Wow, that is crazy. It's amazing what you can grow there that you'd never imagine. Live oak in Connecticut, jeez. All right, folks. Well, I plan on getting my... I don't know if this will happen tonight, but I need to get my lady palm potted back up. I need to take my eucalyptus stellulata and put that thing on life support. I don't know if you guys saw, but it got mowed over and it was small, but it was doing well. And it's got like one leaf left now. So I'm going to put that thing on life support, give it some help. As for everything else, I will, I got to get my sable palmetto seeds potted back up. And got to water that coconut and get some more soil in there. By the way, last thing I wanted to ask you guys. How much soil do you guys think I should put in here? Because I'm thinking like up to here maybe, or maybe like a little below that ridge. What are you guys thinking? Is that seem good to you? for how much soil I should put in, because I'm definitely gonna go put in more soil. I feel like there's not enough soil in here. Maybe there is. I don't know what you guys think. But in terms of like this being a long-term pot, because the roots are pretty small in a coconut, so I'm thinking maybe like up to here, that ridge or something like that. Yeah, it's died back to the root in a heart. What are you saying? I'm confused. Just wondering. Brennan? I think they were trying to do the same thing with people on Ocean Drive complained about. Yes. In Miami, I think they were trying to do the same thing. Yeah, exactly. I know Miami, I read like an article, they're replacing the coconuts, they're replacing the royal palms, which is literally on the city seal. Or is it a coconut? I think it's a royal palm on the city seal. I remember reading that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it depends on the palms. In Southern California, in Miami, all the tourism depends on the palms. I mean, you can't just replace that without consequence. I'm sure they will replace them, and they already have been in Southern California. And then they're going to realize their mistake, and they're going to go back to planting more of them. I'm sure of it. And they have the 1932 Olympics is what really brought palms to LA. They've been there since the 1700s, but they've really mass planted them on the streets. Like the palms that you see now on Hollywood Boulevard, Santa Monica Boulevard, were all planted for the Olympics, to draw tourism and stuff. And the Olympics in LA are going to be in 2028 again. So I bet you once the 2028 Olympics roll around, they're going to be planting more palms for the tourism and stuff. I bet you. Hey, a camel who likes Coke. Great to have you in here. Bigfoot is in the chat. Okay, well, if Bigfoot's in the chat, you guys have the power to ban him. You guys are moderators, right? Yeah. If you go and look in your Pinson Mounds. Wow. Yes, it's just Pinson Mounds. I'm a huge Native American mound enthusiast, architecture and like all the earthworks and stuff. I actually took an earthwork tour with my dad. He's from Ohio originally. We went to Indiana, Ohio, all those sites, and I am a huge fan of that. And I've always wanted to see Pinson Mounds. You got some amazing mound sites in Tennessee. That's another huge interest of mine. And I did a whole road trip visiting mounds in the Midwest with my dad. It was great. Yeah, that's amazing. Loblolly Pine Farm. That's really interesting. Palm night, lol. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a palm night for me. Oh no, yeah. If Bigfoot's in the chat, cut him off. I cover the nut halfway to Mike. On my. Oh, I see. Cover the nut halfway. So you mean like up to here? Yeah. So what I'm talking about is not just covering the nut, but I just wanted to generally just fill this. I'm going to obviously raise the nut out, the coconut up more. And I was just generally going to fill this with more soil to like raise it up to here maybe. Because I just wanted to generally raise the whole thing to get a little more soil in there. I feel like it's not enough soil. I mean, it is, but, for long term. Maybe you can put soil just to under the trunk of the coconut. Interesting. Yeah. That's a good idea. I probably should do that. I'm definitely going to. A straight monoculture of loblolly pines cannot sustain an environment in Southwest Tennessee. There are 100% native to other native. Interesting. NJ Palms, great to have you in here. I hope you're doing well. And I'm sorry to report that my Eucalyptus stylulata got recently, I don't know how to describe it, mangled a bit. But it's still living, and I'm actually going to, believe it or not, I'm going to take the thing out, and I'm going to put it in a pot, and I'm going to keep it in there. I'm going to keep it incredibly well cared for so that by spring, when I plant it back in the ground, it will be doing really well. But yeah, great to see you in here, and thank you for joining. Coconut's going to have to stay. Really? Why? No. I plan on taking it outside in the summer. They love our summers here. This is like the ideal summer. You'll see them out in the summer occasionally at someone's house. Occasionally you'll find a coconut out in a pot. They love our summers here. They have heat and humidity. Why can't I take them out? I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy. No deciduous trees. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, so that's actually, I was going to go on Palm Talk and ask, I think it actually is Jamaican tall, and I'm just saying that based on what I've read. I'm horrible with coconut ID again. This is like the first coconut I've seen in a while when I got it. I'd seen that one in California, and before then, the last time I'd seen a coconut, not in a greenhouse, was, I guess, in my trip to Florida like 3 years ago. Yeah, I think it's Jamaican tall because the Maypan has like those yellow leaf bases, petioles. So yeah, I think so. I'm gonna ask on Palm Talk. I'm gonna put some pictures and ask for ID because those people know. Those people are better at identifying them than me because I really have no idea. I bet you it's Jamaican tall. Just judging by because they're one of the more common ones that you'll find in stores and stuff. I can't remember. God willing, if your coconut lives long enough to keep it growing horizontally, so it gets bigger without needing to be moved. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I put it leaning because so that the trunk can curve up. I have it leaning for a reason. I didn't want it. I wanted that classic curved look to the trunk. No, I mean, Camel, ask Palm Tree Dude about his coconuts. Yeah, my coconut survives fine in pots in Virginia. I put them outside in the summer and inside. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm planning on doing, Palm Tree Dude. And I think, I'm now forgetting, I don't know if I've seen a picture of your coconut or not, but yeah, you told me about them and they do really well, yeah. Yeah, he has a very similar climate to me, Palm Tree Dude does. Very similar. Maybe the slightest bit warmer. But yeah, you should grow some camellias and more. I should grow some more camellias and more BLEs. I'd love to plant a southern magnolia. I don't really have room, and there's one on the side of our house that's technically in the neighbor's yard, but Eucalyptus perenniana survived 3 winters in CT. Wow, that's crazy. You should plant a hardier eucalyptus, like maybe Gunnii or I don't know, Cineraria. I don't know how well it would do there, but that'd be interesting. My coconuts are my videos. Are they? Oh, yeah. You know what? I may have seen your videos in your coconut a while ago. I need to go back to your channel and check that out. But yeah, very interesting. Anyways, as always, I really enjoyed talking to you guys. You guys are great, and you make the live stream really fun. And yeah, my coconut's doing well. I'm really pleased to report that. I'm gonna go give it some water after this. I'm gonna give it some more soil. Gonna pot up my what's it called? My lady palm. It's gotten a bit late to bring that thing inside. I got to do that soon. I don't really have to, but I will. And yeah, otherwise, I'm gonna repot my sable palmetto seedlings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Have a good one. Sorry, wait 1 second. Camellia got its first flower last week for the season. That's awesome. Wow. I don't have any camellias. I should definitely. What cultivar? So yeah, someone was saying I thought it was Jamaican tall, and I think it may be Jamaican tall. I'm terrible with the ID, so I'm gonna ask around on Palm Talk. Not Palm Talk. Is it Palm Talk? Yeah, it is Palm Talk. I'm getting our palm size confused. I'm gonna ask around on Palm Talk, see if people know what cultivar it is, and I'm just really pleased that I have this thing because it's absolutely gorgeous. And again, it was $42, and I think $42 for a coconut of this size, I'd say, you know, to have it shipped and everything is a pretty good deal. All right, have a good one. Take care, folks. All right, yeah, adios. See you later, Palm Tree Dude. I am Batman. Thank you very much. Z, great to see you in here. And all you guys, as always, great to have you in here. I really enjoy the live stream. I'm just sort of babbling on. You guys make it fun. And it's always great talking with you guys. Trevor, thank you very much. Yeah, have a good one, folks. And yeah, let's hope for a mild winter ahead. And let's just say I'm really looking forward to spring. It can never come too soon. All right, take care, folks.